Hey guys, we're back with more Somber Tango.
Hi.
So we're gonna go into page. Yes, turn 27. So at this point, Yomi's gonna start giving us money. So the thing about Yomi is they don't get as much money because they're terrorizing all of their people, and so their people don't want to give them money and probably don't want to make money or something like that. And so, but he got some really big event, and I've been giving him some more money, and so he's giving me some of it. The Astral Air Mage's needle. Okay. Okay. Let me go into this real quick, because I do want to focus on this. I forgot to bring this up. We got these things called enchanters here. It was a Moonvine Circle. We found this magic site. Now, sometimes magic sites will give gems, and this one does. You see, it gives us 1 green and 1 white. But it also enables the ability to recruit enchanters. And enchanters, remember how those guys got communions? Well, this guy can do a communion as well. But he's also nature, so he's able to do a communion with nature. And so he can boost his nature really high. And so what Vish is telling us is that, hey, I want these. But it's right next to my capital. He wants to steal my capital. Just not right, Mama. It's just not right. So I'm gonna give it to him because I'm a nice guy. But I'm getting a couple myself, and they're gonna actually they're gonna care. Okay, so another guy that I was able to get are these guys called necromancers. And necromancers are going to be huge for me because they can do skele spam, which is just they can send out more skeletons and skeletons and skeletons. There's skeletons everywhere, and then they die because the skeletons are free for me, and they kill a guy, and that guy costs the other team money. So I win. All I need to do is kill a couple of their guys, and it's worth it. And they can also cast darkness if I get them high enough. So there's a couple more things I need to get, but I'll be casting darkness with this dude eventually. And it also gives me 4 death gems, which, death gems are amazing. Vish really likes the death gems. I'll show you one. Well, he doesn't need the necromancers, because he's got death by himself. His guys have got that. But he does ask for all of the death gems. And I did give him my password, and there were times when I'd sign on my turn and where'd my death gems go? And so and then he'd also go on and these guys are 22 research each, and I'd come on and they were not researching the next turn. What happened? And I'd come on to here and I'd find a whole bunch of stuff that was made. If it's a dwarven hammer, that's me. I love the dwarven hammers. These are the things that have forge bonus too. They make it cheaper for me to make other items. So they save 2 gems per item, and they cost 15. So in order to get your worth, you need to do it 8 turns of forging, because it saves 2 gems and 2 gems and 2 gems, and after 8 turns, it saved you 16 gems. Nice. But you'll be seeing I'll occasionally come in here, and this thing will be filled with items. And he'll have used my pans to do it, and my research suffers so much. At this point, I'm looking towards getting Conjuration 5, which is Howl. Where is Howl? So Howl summons wolves. Summons a pack of wolves, and wolves will come from everywhere, and we'll see it later, shortly. The other thing that I really like from here is Strength of Gaia. So my pans can cast this, and it gives them +1 nature. So if they're 4, they go up to 5. 5 go up to 6. It gives them regeneration. It makes their skin harder, and it makes them stronger. All in one glorious spell. So I like that spell. After that, I'm going to go into Enchantment 5. And if I'm correct, and I'm not, Enchantment 5 gives me Foul Vapors. And what Foul Vapor does is it makes the whole battlefield poisonous. And remember, my white centaurs have poison resist, so it'll poison everybody except for my troops. Really good. And then that's it. So, let's look at what else had happened. We found 2 more, that's an earth site and then a crappy one. So we're raiding more. Raiding. We raided. Oh, he guessed where I was gonna raid, and my guys died. Oh well. We raided and we're successful. We raided and this is getting boring. And oh, we finally get to see a big fight. Okay, so this is Hinam's troops. This is the guy that these are not the elves versus the elves. So, who do you think is gonna win? This guy or this guy? Yep. So probably the elves because they got like all these guys are. If you see this, this isn't 3 guys. This is actually 1 guy. Yeah. He's got this thing called glamour. And what glamour works is that it looks like there's 5 of them, but there's only 1. So if you attack him, you have a 1 in 5 chance of actually hitting the right guy. Yeah, the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Yeah, it's just like Naruto. Except they don't like run with their arms behind their back or something. And so they're harder to hit, and even their normal troops have got that. They've only got 3 guys instead of 5. Or maybe it's only 2. I think it's only 2. But yeah, either way, they're still harder to hit. And then they've got a whole bunch of these guys, and these guys are here for siege strength. They're knocking down the walls. And then versus a bunch of undead. But also they've got, it's just a bunch of undead. A bunch of undead and some basic mages. So we'll see what happens. Okay. So these guys get summon earth power, and that makes them go from an earth 2 to an earth 3. These guys over here are summoning air power, no, I take it back. They're just getting earth power. They're blessing up, because these guys are sacred. They're blessed. Some of them are sacred. They're sacred. And we get to see their blessedness. So their bless is attacks. They're more likely to successfully attack. Shock resistance, so they're casting lightning bolts. They don't kill their own troops. Poison resist, just to be safe against poison. So like my foul vapors wouldn't hurt them. And blood surge. Blood surge means once they hit somebody and kill them, they get a bunch of stats, so they become super powerful. They get more attack, they get more strength, and I can't remember what else. But then there's going to be a bunch of... Okay, so good news is they drop on the skeletons, and this is actually where it's actually pretty successful, because they kill a lot of these birds, and these birds are the things that are knocking down the fort. So if they kill the birds, they're going to kill the fort slower. Now the downside is the lightning bolts are kind of killing everybody. Let's kind of speed this up. Okay. So the birds, you just seen them go up in the air. What happened is that they got scared and they ran away. So the birds are now gone. But the problem is now the main troops have hit, and if you see, all the mages are now dead. You see how this guy's red? That means he killed somebody. He had that blood surge active. And what that does is it increases his attack, his defense, his strength, and his reinvigoration. So reinvigoration is how, like if you get tired, how quickly you regain your strength. So it's really important. So he actually gained +1 to his defense, which makes an elf even harder to hit. So kind of a nice thing. But at this point, Hinam is now destroyed. But the good news is he killed 46 of these Blackhawks, and the rest of them ran away. So that's kind of good, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure if it was worth the mages, but hey, it's a thing. Okay, so Bruce has now came and brought their army over, and I kind of want to see what happens here, because I know that the attack is going to happen soon. Okay, nope. So the big fight is going to happen soon. But even then, he kind of did a minor PD dump, and he killed a bunch of these bears. So that was good. I mean, expensive troops and bears. I guess these are just summons. It's not that big of a deal, but... Okay, and then do you remember how I said I was tired of seducing the barbarian? All I needed to do was seduce one more, and these guys would have ran away. Instead, I got impatient and just threw a whole bunch of maenads in. They did their job. They died. They died for a cause. And then this really stinks. So in Sanguine Swamps, monsters have come to the swamps, and this is enough of a force to be scary. And I can't send a whole bunch of Maenads in, because you see how it's green around them? That's a poisonous vapor around them. And they're not very easy to kill. They got 5 attacks. So they're kind of killy. I can't just send anything after this. And what's worse is that it kind of breaks supply through here. And if I don't take this out quickly, Ulm can once again attack this territory and say, oh, well, I didn't think you were going to take it back, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm worried about that. Now, mind you, Ulm hasn't done anything shady yet. Not yet. And I mean, it could have been really bad if this guy had been here. It might have taken out my profit, so it could have been worse. But it does cause problems. Now, if you see, Arco has taken back all of their territory, so that's really good. And so they're fighting back, which is great. I want these guys to fight. If they fight for the rest of this time, then this whole border is going to be safe. And when we take over Rus, this whole border, because these are the elves. The elves aren't going to attack 2 people at once. So we're looking really good. Zabalba still hasn't fallen yet. I don't know how that hasn't happened. And I was stupid enough not to put... I got a scout here, and I should be moving him here. I don't know why I don't. Baratos, the fort has now broken. So I think next turn I actually move this over, so we'll actually see what happens there next turn. Yay! We're burning through the turns. This is awesome. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen Femoria, the sea giants have taken over the Zabalban forts, and they're now heading south. We're looking for a new target. But I did negotiate nap 3 with them after the turn 24 nap, so this is... They could theoretically come down here and, say we're done with the nap and go 1, 2, 3. But they haven't done so. I know, I've played with these guys are always in my game, so they know that if they violate nap, that, they might not get an invite to my future game. I don't like people who violate nap. It causes too much drama as an administrator, because I run these games, I make the maps, and violating nap just causes a lot of drama. I take it very personally anyways. So a lot of the guys I play with are kind of the guys that they might violate nap to win the game. So let's say that I control this fort or this throne, and they need 1 more throne to win the game. They'll violate nap, take the throne, and win the game, and that's fair enough. But they're not going to violate nap to win a war. They're going to violate nap to win the game. And so, I mean, I don't see them violating nap, just because and they're good guys anyways. But yeah. Other than that, that's the end of this turn. Yeah, we're burning through the turn now. Where did I took... Okay, so what I thought he was going to do, I actually tried to anticipate this. I thought he was going to move his army from here to here, and I was going to take out his army. Instead, he didn't. And what's interesting is, I left a guy here. See this guy? And normally that means that the fort is under siege, but for some reason or another, it didn't keep it under siege. And I don't know why. So we're going to go on with this army and probably take out Marverni, I guess, and then maybe let Yomi take kind of... and I might actually move these guys up as well and attack here, and then attack here. But I'm kind of scared of his army, not gonna lie. So, let's move on before I start rambling too much. I like to ramble. Is that turn 27? Okay, we found an alchemist guild, and I'm gonna go show this real quick. This is, okay, so I got guys here, so these are the S1 Nature 2 guys. The guys that can communion and are nature. These are my necromancers. But now I've got these alchemists, and these alchemists are really cool. So not only can they go into a communion, not only are they fire, which I don't have fire yet, these are my first fire mages, it's really important. They've also got earth, which is kind of cool, and the earth fire cross path is kind of fun as well. There's things you can do. But this astral earth cross path, Do I have the ability to even show you? I don't even have the ability to show you. They have a very special item that they can make. And then they've also got this alchemy. And what you can do is you can turn fire gems into gold. And fire gems are normally not the best gem. Fire gems are not always the best gems, so you can turn the fire gems into gold, and that'd be kind of nice. And these guys are better at doing it. You get 50% more money. Yay! So, we'll be utilizing these guys later. I might even, go as far as, construct a lab for me. Yeah, I like money too. I didn't know we had that in common. So you can see this little army right here is coming on over, and we're gonna hopefully go kill these hydras. I'm not happy. In addition, we're also gonna start moving after this throne. So we're coming in here, and we're gonna seduce the commanders and hopefully get a mage or two. We did ping this throne, and I think we pinged it. Maybe we didn't. But I figured, when it says there's no more commanders in, we're gonna just come in and walk in. So, yeah. We've moved back onto Heinefee, and we broke it in one turn. So it's a one-turn crack. We're gonna take Heinefee next turn, and then move on to Marverni. I thought so too, but I think he got scared, because remember, he tried to take Marverni and got whooped. And if you see here, Roos has started to move down south. To try to take out, no, they're actually taking our territory here and here. These are the two, things that they've gone to. I thought I'm gonna move, yeah, I do have, if you see over here, I do have some seducers. I have a couple gems on them, and we're gonna go have them. Yep. As long as they have one territory left and one territory that has their dominion, then they're still alive. So if you lose your dominion or you lose your territory, either one, you're instantly out. And that's what happens is Zabalba starts losing their dominion, and so they're starting to have problems, because even if they have their capital, if they lose their dominion, they're out. So, beyond that, that's kind of it for the turn. I don't. Did we actually look at the battles? Nothing. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we didn't look at the battles. Because I got sidetracked. Okay. So we've got the army that we saw last year. Remember all these elves?
Yeah.
Versus 4 guys. Who's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win based on this?
The elves.
Well, yeah, but
the fire guy.
This guy's the one that's attacking, and remember, he knew what was there last turn. So, they have a hint that they know what they're doing. So let's look and see what this guy has. Okay, well, Lucky, this is the guy, remember the guy that I told you is eventually going to die?
Yeah.
Because he got that item? This is the item. You see all of these words? You don't even have to know what this means to know it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to fear it means. It must be awesome. So, first off is that it starts with Solar Brilliance, which has a chance to blind everybody. So all of the guys on the other side have a chance of being blinded. It also kills undead, which doesn't matter. It increases his fire and astral by 2. Now, he doesn't have fire, but he does have astral. So that's kind of cool, too. And then it gives him some resistances, and it also gives him a fire gem. Every single turn he's gaining an extra fire gem. And he's getting older faster, but who cares, because he's still got 100 years in him. So, it doesn't matter. He's getting these horror marks, and that's what it says with Tainted. Tainted means you get horror marks, and the more horror marks you get, the Cthulhu monsters come after you. And so the more that you get, the worse Cthulhu monsters that will eat your face. And then he's cured out with a Ring of the Warrior, giving him more attack, which is good because he's fighting elves. And he's also got this great sword of sharpness, which means that he'll kill armor really easily. He's got 23 attack. And let's look at these elves. The elves have got 22 defense. So he's just a little bit over that. So that's really good. Okay, now he's got these 3 guys around him. And these are called fluffers. And I'm very glad that you don't know what that term means. But what it is it preps you. It gets you ready to do something. And these guys will start fluffing this big guy. And will increase his potency. Okay, so first thing is Legions of Steel. Legions of Steel adds 2 defense to every piece of armor. So instead of 13, he will now be 15. Body Ethereal, remember Body Ethereal? 3/4 of your attacks miss. And then Regeneration. Now what it'll do, it'll target the biggest guy. And because this guy's got 69 hit points, and these guys don't have 69 hit points, it's gonna target him. So now he has Regeneration. He's now Body Ethereal. And he's got more protection. Okay, now these little demons did a lot really good too. Okay, next we have Enlarge. We have Luck. So Enlarge makes him from size 5 to size 6, which increases his strength and a couple other things. Luck means, so he casts Luck on himself. Instead of lucking this guy, he lucked himself. And what that means is that the first, if he would have been killed, there's a 75% chance that instead of dying, or there's a 75%? Yeah. So instead of dying, the attack misses. So it's really, really good on low hit points. Yeah. And that's why Luck will target a low hit point guy rather than a high hit point guy. I didn't actually know that. And then at that point, they start running away. You know why they start running away? Because that's their job. Their job is just to make this guy really powerful. Okay. Now we're going to see how well this guy actually fights. Now the downside is if you see him looking gray, he's paralyzed because these air elementals have done lightning on him. But, does he have any lightning resist? He does have, wow, that was really lucky. So you see how this does 6 damage? In order to make him paralyzed, it needs to get through his lightning resist. He has shock resist of 25. That meant that shock damage did more than 25 damage. Which is very, very unlucky. But that's fine, he's fine now. Okay, do you see how there's damage, how he's taking damage? But it's not enough to actually, he's got a maximum of 90 and he's at 84. What's this, right? It's just like the Great Mother. Oh wait, what? He wasn't blessed? He missed his blessing. Okay, so you see how he does a lot of attacks? Yeah. He's not really attacking. What he's doing is repelling. If we look in here, where is he? Oh, here he is. This is actually what's happening. These are all the rules that he's doing. And what it says is he repels. And it says that, number one, he's hit by the astral shield, which means that he actually gets damaged. And then, where is it repelled? Okay, it says the attack was repelled. And what that means is that his weapon is so long that he can't get under he's like kind of pushing the guy away with his sword. And what it takes is that it takes a very high attack. So it looks at his attack and says 27 versus this guy's attack, which is 4. And the reason he's 4 is because he's long. And what that means is that he can't get under the sword and that he doesn't even get to attack. Right away, he's already not attacking. In recently, the repel, these are called super combatants. This guy can take out an army by himself. He's a super combatant. Super combatants they used to be very high protection. But if you see, this guy's only got 17 protection. This guy has 19 damage. He should be dealing damage. But he's not because he's getting repelled. And so that's the modern day super combatant is a repel super combatant. And so, yep, he just goes through and he repels all of these guys. And I don't know why. Are these guys fatigued out? What are these guys doing? I don't know why these guys are just sitting here. It's really weird. Huh. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened here, but, yeah, needless to say, he kills 13 of these, Huskarls, and 22 of these cap-only Sacreds, and only loses, in the real fight, he only lost this guy. The other two got away. But yeah, and also the fort, which was cracked, is now fine. Let's look at the other fights real quick. Just popping PD. Oh, this was another big one. Okay, so Fomoriya asked me if they could have this throne, and I said yes. We're gonna burn through this really quick because it's not that important. He's got so many sacreds here that this is utterly ridiculous. And he's got regeneration on him, so they're not gonna die very easily. It's gonna take something very special to kill them. And if you see, there's no elementals coming out, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. In addition, he's got his guys back here. You see, this guy's thugged out. He's thugged out, meaning that he's got a little bit of gear and he hasn't been fluffed. He hasn't been prepared. So this guy he might be able to take an army, but his attack skill is 13. Remember the guy has an attack skill of 23? Attack skill of 13 is not going to repel anything. And it's barely going to hit guys, too. It's going to hit these old guys, like 10 defense isn't a big deal, but not anything serious. So, but it's going to be enough to go in and take out all of these guys right here, take the throne without a problem. It looked like a big battle, it looked like an awesome battle, but it really kind of was a boring one. We came in, killed a bunch of independents, and then we pinged. This is another ping. And this province right here is this throne that is in our territory, and it's the only throne that we've actually got exclusive access to. Nobody else is going to take this throne. Well, like this guy, Arcos Sapali has this throne, but like this one's on the border. Sometimes it's right in your cap circle. Like, see, this is Arcos Sapali's capital, and it's right in this cap circle. Yeah. And did we do? Okay, no. Okay. And that's the end of this turn. And sadly, we didn't get through as much as what I wanted this turn. So, I guess we'll come in under the next. The next turn will be sieging Heineke, and we should be attacking Marverni. Roos is coming down south. Yomi has promised me that he's actually going to deal with this army. I don't know if he's actually going to or not, so we'll see if that happens. But until then, have a good one.
Bye.